last week's Democratic debate didn't have a single candidate of color on stage. Does this concern you?
What concerns me is that we have a president who demonizes immigrants, or he created this whole lie that President Obama was not born in this country, and that he talks about the marchers in the Klan and the rest of them in Charlottesville as good people on both sides. That type of rhetoric bothers me more than anything.
That's where I'm at. It's the divisiveness that I see. It's the direction of the country. I want to see a change. I just want to see a change. I think we're all so exhausted about the lack of civility, about the divisiveness. We just need to see something different. We need unity. We need to give our children more hope, to give our children something different.
I like to be hopeful on Martin Luther King Day. That's just me, because I think he was such a deeply hopeful inspiration to so many Americans and continues to be. It's been 52 years since his speech. My mother's 65, so I think about in her lifetime all the incredible changes that have happened in this country. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that interracial marriage was illegal, that obviously people of color couldn't vote, women couldn't vote. It's really not that long ago. So I try and look at the progress we've made and remain hopeful that, yes, this is not my favorite time in American history, but there was once a time when we were literally dueling with each other. And as you know, I mean, civil rights activists getting clubbed and hosed and killed, assassinated. And I just like to remain hopeful that America is still a shining beacon on the hill and we will get past this.
But we have to be vigilant because, you know, as Benjamin Franklin said, you have a republic if you can keep it. He didn't say you have a republic, you know, forever, for eternity. It's a work in progress at all times. And right now, I think we're in a very precarious position in the country, and I think that people need to understand that. This is not a game.
I think people understand.
I'm not sure. I see people, I don't know. I see people still supporting somebody who spews all this racist rhetoric.
That's not new.
I don't like it.
Well, no, that's a different argument. But you know, when I was a kid, this is what the race looked like. This is what the country was. It was a whole lot of older white men. It just was. There were no women, or maybe there were one or two, but you didn't really see them. And everybody got all comfortable because we managed to have a black president. But that was rare. So what does this mean? It means we had several candidates of color. And they didn't make it to the end of the run, but that doesn't mean they weren't there. So that's a difference. That's a big difference. Because there was a time when you wouldn't have seen anybody. Anybody at all. Now women are coming out saying, no, I have a voice here. People of color are coming out saying, I have a voice. Asian people saying, I have a voice.
Can I say one more thing? I would really be surprised if on the Democratic ticket there wasn't a person of color as VP.
Right. Absolutely.
I really do think we will see that and maybe see them get elected. And I do think, again, it may not be what people want or enough at this point, but there really are hopeful signs and signs of so much progress. And I just think he was such a man of inspiration that saw the future before so many people could. And I just think on today, I still like to remain as hopeful as possible.
And if not a person of color, I would think a woman.
A woman,
I would think a woman.